Hi everyone, it's Jewel here. I'm recording my video for week 6. I still have some homework to get graded from week 5. I look forward to what you've written about a person's right to health care and appreciate that you guys were able to do that as group work. Just a reminder, each of you will need to fill out the peer review form and individually email that to me. I think I've gotten it from 1 or 2 of you. So I'm needing another 3 or 4 of those turned in. So again, just take a look at that peer review form, fill it out, and email that back to me just on an individual basis. So I have that for doing the grades for that assignment. Moving on to week 6 here, and I can't believe I'm actually doing a video for week 6. It's going by quickly for you guys. Feel the same way. I hope that this is a manageable amount of work for you guys. You've done such a nice job about asking questions as you need to and just doing such good, thoughtful work. I've really appreciated it. So going into week 6 here, we're looking at the healthcare arena. We're looking at kind of quality of care that we're delivering. We know that our hospitals that we work for are measuring us with HCAHPS of how do the patients kind of evaluate the care that we're giving, and that we have all sorts of quality measures from our quality departments of different benchmarks for VAP and CAUTI and pressure ulcers. Goodness, what else am I missing? You name it, and we're measuring it at this point. And so again, the use of technology and the importance of measuring things is so embedded into how we as nurses practice. We need to be knowledgeable about this, but part of delivering safe and quality health care is dependent on our ability to communicate well with one another. We know that a lot of breakdowns in healthcare happen as a result of us not communicating well with one another. So in this unit of week 6, we are going to be looking at how nurses in the 21st century, with all the technology that we have at our fingertips, are able to deliver safe care, quality care, while remaining compassionate and actually providing that human touch to our patients. Sometimes that can be a challenge. We hear all the time about the amount of charting that we have to do as nurses and how that doesn't allow us enough quality time with our patients. So it's really trying to make the most of that we're really personalizing the care that we give to people. The first thing that you're to do for week 6 assignment A, due Wednesday, is for you to think about the profession of nursing. I want you to create a post that you're going to post to the whole group here, and I want you to discuss 5 aspects of professional nursing that are the most important to you. So think about all that encompasses professional nursing in your mind. Pick out 5 aspects that you think are most important, and I want you to provide 1 or 2 sentences of rationale as to why each of the 5 aspects you've chosen is important. Again, this post is due Wednesday, October the 12th. By Friday, October 14th, you need to reply to the posts of 2 of your peers. Hopefully we have enough different things out there, although we'll see we're a small group that picked 2 different professional aspects than you did. Or excuse me, who picked a different professional aspect than you did. What insight did you gain for defense of this professional element? So again, amongst the 5 of you, you each need to post 5 ideas of what you think are the most important elements of professional nursing. And then by Friday, you need to be reading each other's posts, and you need to be finding perhaps a different idea than what you posted that you can kind of enter into discussion with that person. What insight did you gain? Is that something that, wow, you really just should have thought of that on your own, and hey, thanks for posting that? You know, that's something that I value as well, and I just didn't think of it, or it didn't make my top 5 list. So that's what the first assignment of week 6 is kind of a defense of your 5 top aspects of the nursing profession that you value. The next assignment is that you need to be reading the article by Dr. Bulger. It's called Old Wine in New Bottles. We read Wesrick last week and talked a little bit about the ideas that you learned from Wesrick, journey from old to new thinking, the start of a new millennium. We are definitely talking about 21st century thinking this week. And so Dr. Bulger's article talks a little bit about how nursing in the face of all these technology changes needs to continue to be the ones to embrace the compassionate side of medicine, nursing, caring, healing, all of those concepts that we've been talking about. So make sure that you read that article before you do assignment 6B. This is a Microsoft Word document that I'm wanting you to create 2 to 3 paragraphs. I want you to respond to that article, Old Wine in New Bottles. State how nurses can remain grounded in nursing fundamentals of care and compassion. How are we to remain grounded while healthcare continues to grow in the use of technology? For this assignment, you will write a paper. So again, title page, references, all of that. Let's really see what we can do there. And demonstrate how well you can articulate a defense of your value choices. So again, what are the things that we can do to continue to provide care and compassion while faced with the use of technology in the 21st century? The last thing that you are to do, and this is a big assignment, so I'm glad I'm putting this out here now while you have a whole, basically, almost 14 days to work on this. The big assignment for week 6, and you'll have a big assignment for week 7 as well, is to write your nursing philosophy paper. That's due the end of week 6. So Sunday night is when you will be turning in that philosophy of nursing paper. There is a rubric attached that kind of shows you what I'm looking for and how I will be grading that paper. But a Microsoft Word document, I want you to write a paper on your personal philosophy of nursing. The paper should be 4 to 5 pages of length in content. Again, Times New Roman 12, you want to double space your paper, so that helps you out a little bit, but 4 to 5 pages of content. It can be longer than that. I don't want any more than probably 10 pages at the most, because again, I need to read all of this and grade it for you. But 4 to 5 pages is the recommended length to be in. I want you to be talking about the following areas. You are to write a description of your view of what nursing is and what nursing is not. So again, we are defining what nursing is. Go back through the things that you've already written for this class because you've already done a very similar assignment. See if you can tweak that a little bit and have that be part of your first paragraph. I want you to be personally defining what is your personal definition of nursing. What is it that we as nurses are to do? This is just your introductory paragraph. You are also to discuss the role of nurses in creating theory and doing research that helps drive our practice as evidence-based. You are then to write me another paragraph in which you talk about the role of nurses as delivering care or practicing at the bedside. So those are 2 separate paragraphs there. I want you to talk 1 paragraph about what the role of the nurse is in utilizing theory and research, and then a second paragraph which talks about the role of the nurse as a practicing person at the bedside. Of what does that look like? So 2 different paragraphs there on the role of nursing. I would like you to use 2 of the ANA Code of Ethics things. So again, blue Code of Ethics book, you need to be looking through here. Find 2 codes of ethics that you feel like help form the foundation of your philosophy of nursing. Without these 2 specific ANA codes of ethics of how we as nurses operate, there could be no nursing. So pick the 2 that are the most important to you and how you see these being carried out in the nursing world around you. So again, pick 2 ANA Code of Ethics that you're going to do. You also need to pick 2 from the purple book, Scopes and Standards of Practice. And then pick 2 ideas from there to write yourself a paragraph on how you see those scopes or standards of practice being played out in your particular environment, how those standards helped to develop your definition of what nursing is. All of this is asking for you to create your own definition of nursing. So these are things that you should be using as tools to help form that definition. The last one is to research and share your understanding of the rights of a person to health care. Again, we did this assignment together as a team assignment, so feel free to use the information that you have posted from each other or from that work to help in creating this section. So again, many parts of this should be ideas that you've kind of already been thinking through. I want you to take them and create a really nice cohesive paper in which you discuss your philosophy of nursing. You're looking at the role of theory and evidence, the role of practice, the role of the code of ethics, the role of the standards and scopes of practice, and then asking that big picture of what is nursing's job or responsibility in providing patients with healthcare. That question that we answered of rights of patients to healthcare. So again, when I'm thinking of this, I think you can easily come up with probably 5 to 6 references. You're going to be using your textbook, these books, and then the work that you did in creating your assignment 5C. Is it 5C or 4C? Now I'm getting myself confused. Whatever your team assignment was, where you answered the same information. Again, the rubric for this paper has been posted for you, so make sure you look at that. That's going to help guide you. Using headings when you're creating a paper is always nice, and that helps me to kind of see what particular part you're discussing. As always, if you have any questions about week 6, looking at the use of technology, caring, and compassion in the 21st century, do not hesitate to ask me, and I will work on getting your previous work graded, and I do need those peer reviews back from you all. Okay, here's to another great week of work. Bye, guys.